Hello YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I say welcome back to the stream, this is a recording. Thanks for clicking on the recording and watching. Yeah, that makes much more sense as an introduction, doesn't it? I am really nailing these intros. Let's put a little bit of music on so we can hear the sound of the fortress. Lovely. And then we'll head over here to the fortress and have a quick recap, because it's been a couple of days since I last played and I've probably forgotten some important details, so we are going to have a little look round. Okay, so the first things first. We arrived on the embark, and almost immediately, without me noticing, one of our miners was killed by an undead owl. Or it could have been an undead eagle. I think we definitely saw eagle and owl corpses, but I forget which one animated and attacked. If not both. Maybe both attacked. Despite the attacks from undead birds, avian undead, we've had 2 migration waves turn up. Should we take a quick look? I think the first thing to do, he says, just changing the subject very briefly, is to go over to Dwarf Therapist and look at the state of our dwarves as they are. Who do we have? Well, our first migration wave, obviously, normally 7, down to 6 due to an unfortunate slaying. What else we got? If I click on this, you'll actually see my mouse. There you go. And then the second migration wave came with 4, and the next migration wave came with 9, for a grand total of 14 adults and 5 professional children. Look, see? Profession, child. They're not just children, they are paid professionals. Every day they wake up and go, God, I've got to do some good childing today. I want to get up in the ranks and become a CEO of the child company. Hang on a minute. I've just inadvertently come up with the plot of Big Boss Baby. It's not Big Boss Baby, is it? It's Boss Baby. God, I saw that film. That's my criticism. That's my review. Just a series of disappointed tuts. All that effort and time. Look, all those people who worked on that CG animation. It must have been years of their life. And then at the end of it, they sit down in the big preview screen, watch it and go, I got paid. Anyway, enough. Let's not mock the efforts of others who are far more skilled than I. Let's move over and have a look at the dwarves. So who have we got? Well, I know we've got a couple of really good lads. We've got a stone crafter who's at level 15, so it would be nice to get a crafts workshop going up. And one of our miners, the one not killed by an undead bird, is now a Grand Master. Oh my. Grand Master. Excuse me. Working from home yourself, usually working for an office, so you can play dwarf on the side. Nice. And I got Iowa right. Yeah. I'm a state memorizer. That's me. I can name all 30 states. Sorry, I know there's more than 30. There's somewhere around 50, but ask me for precise numbers and I start getting confused about I can't even remember the name of the little protectorate that the United States has, where lots of rich people go because the tax rate's really low. It's not Puerto Rico, is it? Is it Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico, you ugly island, island of trophic diseases. Sorry, getting a little bit carried away. West Side Story there. So, if the miner starts haunting the place, he'll be powerful indeed. Yes, well, the miner who is dead... You're new here. Let's go back to the more interesting to look at screen quickly, because numbers can bore people quickly. There we go. That's much better. Look at those graphics. Oh my GTX 1070 is being pushed to the limits. Anyway, where was I? Miner starts haunting. Yes. Okay. What was I saying? I was saying that this particular fortress, we've come in with a set of ideas about how things are going to be done. They didn't get executed immediately, but I think we're heading in the right direction to get them done. We embarked here. I've walled them in and put a little roof on it just because we had undead birds. We built this little compound. All that red stuff, by the way, is petrified wood. And when I say red stuff, I mean these wall bits, not this. This is blood. This is probably blood from my miners. Let's click on it quick. No, it's ginkgo leaves and ginkgo seeds. Well, if you ever need things copied, you can go to Ginkgo's. Boom! Puns. It's not even a good pun. It's an utterly irrelevant pun. Let's scroll over here and look at the volcano. Our pride and joy, the beauty of the fortress, our sort of god, I suppose, intended to be at least. We're going to be worshipping this thing. All of our corpses are going in here, which was going to happen even before we realised there were undead knocking around, okay? Oh, langur blood. Yes, those bloody monkeys came out of the trees, didn't they? And our dogs chased them off. Good lord. Langurs monkeys? They could be a kind of lemur, which isn't a monkey. Or, who knows? the taxonomic placing of a langur is not important to what we're doing at the moment. Anyway, we're going to throw all of our corpses, enemy and friend alike, into the volcano, and because we have no corpses, that means no coffins, that means slabs. So everybody needs to get a slab engraved. The lad who's dead already has a slab engraved, but I haven't placed it yet. Mainly because with only one miner at the start, I have given someone else a pick and okayed the labour. But with only one miner at the start, we couldn't dig much out. We've dug a nice little moat here, which I intend to fill possibly with lava, although there are dangers that come along with filling a moat with lava. Also, it's going to take a fucking age, because look how far away the volcano is. We've got to get the lava from there to there, and I am a complete neophyte with pumps, and as yet have not really dabbled. Or we could try and fill it with water, but I don't see any substantial enough water source other than the ones we've walled in inside, which of course are you know, kind of there for us, and we don't want to have a breached hole underneath the wall. That kind of obviates the point of the wall. You could fill it with puppies. The problem with that is I think a moat filled with puppies is going to cause even more frame rate havoc than oh, I haven't got the frame rate turned on. Oh well, we're going to miss it when we drop down to 1 frame a second. Well, we'll see that. We'll notice that. But I think puppies could certainly sap frames more aggressively than any kind of flowing liquid. Who knows, though? Maybe if you liquefied the puppies, that would then be okay. I'm not sure if Dwarf Fortress actually has mechanics available. As much as it has mechanics available for almost everything, I'm not sure it has them available for liquefying puppies. We'll see. I think I would have read something about that on the internet sooner. I mean, you always hear about them butchering cats. If you could liquefy puppies, I think there would be an outcry of at least moderate scale. Moderate enough for me to notice. Anyway, where was I? Wiki knows it, says Rando303. Grey langurs or Hanuman langurs, the most widespread langurs. I'm guessing they're Indian then, if they're Hanuman langurs. Oh, look at that straight away, even before I read the line. Are the most widespread langurs of the Indian subcontinent. They're a group of old world monkeys. Well, there you go. Old world monkeys. Oh, I thought it was Old World apes and New World apes. I didn't realise you had Old World monkeys and New World monkeys as well. Well, I suppose there are American monkeys. South American monkeys. Are there any monkeys in North America that aren't kept as pets or escaped? I suppose once they're escaped and they're living in the wild, it doesn't really matter, does it? The definition is moot. They're doing what they want. They're wild monkeys. Wild monkeys swinging through the trees. No, stop it, scoundrel. Stop it. That's no good at all. Or are they old world monkeys in the sense of Warhammer? Do they come from the old world and therefore have to fight against the forces of chaos from the north? Maybe they're chaos monkeys. Oh, that would be nice. Ooh, hang on a minute. Ooh, no, imagine they were Slanesh monkeys. You don't want to come across those. Those are going to give you some trouble. They're going to be a distressing thing to fend off, even though they're small. I mean, ooh. I'd rather fight monkeys of corn. At least you know where you stand when they're fighting, yeah? It's mano y munco. It's death to the death. You know, it's monkey killing time. When they come along with the Slanish thing, you're like, what the fuck is this? Are you a bonobo? Why are you doing that? Stop it. Oh no, please! It's I think worse. But anyway, it's kind of a moot point again because that's never going to happen. Regardless, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit confused. I'm getting on a chat tangent. I apologise. Hello, Sinohith. Sinohith? Sinohith. Sino or Sinohith? If I'm wrong on both counts, let me know, but I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go at least. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back. How dare I call you a monkey? Oh, I'm not calling you a monkey. Unless, of course, I mean, I'm guessing you're an ape? Probably? Like, I think that's probably likely. I imagine most creatures using a computer and producing language of a decodable level are probably at least an ape. You're either like a super intelligent or a very, very well-trained, more intelligent ape, say maybe an orangutan or perhaps a bonobo, as mentioned before. But more likely, I would imagine you're one of us. You're one of the old tool boys, serious tool boys, not like those chimps with their rocks and their bits of stick, and those crows putting water into little stones into a little tub of water. No. We're the tool boys and girls. We're the tool peeps. We're the tool Species. Homo, I don't even know my own taxonomic position. I know it begins with homo because that was the bit that used to be funny. Sapiens, that's it. He says, tapping the side of his head vigorously. Homo sapiens, I reckon that's what you are. I believe humans are apes, aren't they? Or are we an entirely different... I thought humans were apes. Monkeys have tails. Apes, in general, don't. I think apart from baboons. Oh, come on. I'm not a taxonomist, and for some reason I've decided to dwell too deeply in the world of taxonomy today. Shall we actually get some Dwarf Fortress done? Because I know I've been recording for 10 minutes for the YouTubers and have yet to unpause the game. So maybe I should just look away from chat, and then look at the game. Here we go. I'm going to ignore chat, even if I see it tick up a few times. Oh shit, there it goes. I'm going to ignore it, and I'm going to come back and look at what's going on. Let me just recap of what we've dug out here. So we go down a floor inside our little compound. We go past the frozen water. You'll note here I put a ramp in, expecting to be able to get a trade caravan down to here, but of course they can't use stairs. Who ever heard of a wagon going downstairs? It's nuts. I shouldn't have thought that. But anyway, in order to avoid that problem when we realised the traders weren't going to come, we put a trading depot here, which I will probably I'll probably move again at some point, because right now it's impractical there. I don't like it being on the surface. It's a worry. We'll deal with it. Maybe we'll put a roof on this. I don't know how much area I can actually roof over before it collapses, so I might need to insert some walls as pillars. But we'll see what goes on. Okay. Right. Back down. So here we've got this little tunnel being dug off here. Now this, of course, with our miners in, is going to lead all the way over to the volcano, which is going to fill up our moat. Now I remember we had committed to magma now. Or lava, rather, once it's on the surface. So, hey. How deep can lava be before the lava at the bottom is considered magma again? Or does it have to have a dried, cooled layer over the top, I wonder? It's always the liminal spaces where things break down, isn't it? Stupid liminality. Shall we go up a few floors? This is all going to come downstairs and nicely dodge our access to the burial area / dumping pile. Then we come up here a bit more, and that's where we're going to connect, and we're going to dig through. I think I'm actually one level too high for a channel to bring the magma through, but that's okay, because we can always just go down a level and channel again. I mean, it's no biggie. No biggity. Okay, so that's the magma at the moment and the situation we're in covered. Maybe have I dug anything else out that I need to talk about? That corridor there. That just leads off to the side of the volcano where we've got an access point to chuck people in. Or things, or whatever, chuck whatever we want into the volcano, because it not only acts as a very convenient dump where we can get rid of all sorts of stuff lying around, but it's going to stop all of our dead things coming back to life when we chuck them in there. I mean, maybe they'll come back to life as some kind of vapour, which I suppose is pretty much a ghost, right? Pretty much a ghost? Who knows? Anyway, this area here being dug out, that's intended to be a nice tavern for visitors. Later on, I will probably build a secondary tavern down in the caverns when we find them, because I've had the experience of all these guys turning up at my fortress going, hey, I've come to fight monsters. And then do they fight the monsters? Fuck no, do they fight the monsters? They don't fight the monsters at all. They wander around drinking beer until the monsters are in the fort, and then maybe they'll have a little ruction. So we'll try and put them where the monsters are going to be so they see them sooner. Okay, we're going across here, go down a little. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. We had dug out something of import. This is going to be our industrial zone. Just for those of you who are familiar with the TV series this comes from. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. Nice little glug of coffee there. I'm going to have a wood stockpile here. I think this is a stone stockpile, yeah. We've got a craft mechanics workshop, mason's workshop, craftsdwarf workshop, and a carpenter's workshop. Why do birds suddenly appear when wood shavings are near? No, it doesn't work. I can't make a carpenter's song about carpentry. I apologise for even trying. What a monster. Anyway, this staircase goes barely any further. In fact, it doesn't go any further. It's just like a naked piece of stone at the bottom. But it's all good. It's all good. So, what next? That's the question. I've recapped. I kind of know where I am and what I'm doing. I think the important thing to do now is to, rather than have the embark site be the F1 hotkey, I think now this is established enough to have this as our F1, right? Yeah, let's do it. So I press F1, we press Z to zoom here, I'm not going to change the name, it says gate, gate is fine by me. Let's escape, and let's move over, and press F1, yeah, snap him back. Pew! 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 Lovely, that's good. Right, shall we unpause the action, or do we need to, you know what, let's unpause the action, and watch the magma tunnel getting dug for now. We won't put any jobs in. We won't set anything up. We'll let guys run a mock and do what they want. We haven't got many. We've only got 1 or 0 idlers, so it's not really a huge issue at the moment to let it run. And I can take a look at chat while the tunnel's getting dug. Let's have a look. A war lemur. Oh, hang on, let's just scroll up a bit to where I was before. I am more of a Homo habilis. Sapiens, certainly not. I am nowhere near that advanced. Oh, poor old rando. Don't undermine yourself. Even if you're not a Homo sapiens, it's very exciting to have one of our other hominid groupings still alive on the Earth. It would be an absolute... It would be a fantastic discovery to discover more hominid creatures living in this world. Imagine if we still had an Australopithecus. Man, Bigfoot is real. Imagine if we could still find Homo floresiensis. Hobbits are real. Imagine if we could find, I don't know, I can't remember any other ones. Homo erectus. Imagine the fucking puns. Imagine the puns if Homo erectus was still running around. Wouldn't that be lovely? We'd live in a puntopia. Anyway, let's scroll down a bit. Nuka-Cola. See what game I'm thinking of. Speaking of ape, I just bought a lemur from the elves. Ooh, it's not an ape. But yeah, it looks like one, that's for sure. They're actually a Madagascan offshoot of monkeys and apes that are an entirely different taxonomic branch on the tree of life. Amazing. Rando303 inquires if it's a war lemur, and Nuka-Citrus says yet to be discovered. First I need to find out if it will survive living in our mountain in the middle of a big freezing tundra. Daring, says Rando303. And I'm just reading chat out now. Let's not do that. Let's see what people are saying and respond to it. Yeah, you've got a volcano. Well, that's good. I've always had a little fondness for the idea of a volcano on an icy setup. But where I've tried using volcanic heat before, I found it a bit disappointing because I tried once to put like a lava tunnel underneath a moat in a biome that froze over in winter in the hope that the lava would melt the ice and keep it liquid during the winter, but sadly that didn't work. I also tried doing some scalding hot steam traps by mixing magma and water underneath like vents and stuff, and that didn't really have the effect. It just meant I couldn't see shit and all the dwarves were sort of walking around in a sauna, so not so great. There's one with a notification for me. In case you looked over it, might want to check the material you made your moat bridge from. If it's wood, the magma will end it quite fast. Oh, bollocks. It's petrified wood, so I don't know, whatever. That's fine, says Nuka-Citrus, as long as the wood isn't used in a pump stack or something. Okay. Materials magically shift properties when used to build constructions. Well, that's a good thing to see. I like that. Plutonium Jesus, welcome back. Bridges aren't constructions. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for teaching us. Thank you. It's like purple on black. I can barely read it from here. Sinohith. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get it. I'm going to nail it one day. Not talking about you as an object. I'm not saying I'm going to nail you in some horrible, aggressive, sexual way. That's not what I mean. I mean, I'm going to get your name right. What is he saying? What is your favourite anime, scoundrel? Ooh. It's difficult because I don't remember. Whenever I give someone like a suggestion of what my favourite anime is, I'll walk away and then I immediately remember something better. So maybe I'll just give, these are all going to be very obvious answers, but I'm going to give a few that I really like, and none of them should be considered my favourite, but they should all be considered ones I like. Not older, but completed stuff, or nearly completed stuff. I'd say most of the Ghost in the Shell stuff is well worth a watch. I really enjoyed it. The Tachikomas made me cry at the end. Oh God! No spoilers, but boy, I didn't half tear up. What else did we have? What am I recommending? Death Note is good, but don't fucking watch it twice because it crumbles to pieces on the second viewing. Once you get past a certain point, you're like, yes, it's good, and then you're like, I don't remember this getting this way. Oh, so yeah, watch it once, but not twice. Currently I'm enjoying My Hero Academia Season 3. Haven't caught up yet, but that's been quite good. I do enjoy those sort of, when there's a good one, the sort of series of battles, challenge, like coming of age type stories. They're quite good. Oh, what was the one that was really, really good? And it never even finished. That was the worst part about it. World's Greatest Disciple Kenichi, I think. Yeah, I remember that one being good. These are not all glorious. Some of these are a bit okay. I mean, they're good, but they're not all-time faves. I'm just having trouble coming up with an ultimate list, as it were. We'll come back to this later on. We'll come back to this. I'll think about it. Maybe another stream I'll have had a little note up and take some notes. Akira is good, but I think it's been surpassed. The animation is amazing for its day, but of course it can't benefit from all the computerization that's happened recently, and some modern anime are just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful things. Bakano, well worth a watch. I have a real soft spot in my heart for the burgeoning new genre of people trapped in a computer game. I enjoyed Sword Art Online. I enjoyed Zero Horizon. That was good. I don't know why, but I am just drawn to those. I've even been watching one called How Not to Summon a Demon lately, and it's kind of outside my normal comfort zone. It's a little bit sexualized for my tastes, but it's set in it's about a guy sucked into a computer game, so I watch. I think it's called Tron Syndrome. Anyway, as long as it's come in direct contact with magma, it should be fine. Risk it. Fun. Good. That's a good attitude, Nuka Citrus. Well done. Let's pause this because I think they've finished digging the tunnel. So pause. There we go. And I'll quickly catch up with chat again. Still better to build bridges out of safe materials. That way they won't fall apart when the first fire breather comes along. Good point. Petrified wood is magma safe. Toot toot. Hooray! 30-minute recording. SAO. I haven't seen .hack. I didn't realise they were in the sucked into a computer game genre. I've seen them around, but I've not watched them. I'll have to look into that then. And then maybe they'll perpetuate my thirst for that new mini genre. Is it a genre? A sub-genre? It seems like a genre. It's its own little thing now. There's so many of them. Not enough for like an enormous viewing session, but quite a few. Anyway, enough of this babble. Enough of this anime chit-chat. People are going to think I'm some kind of weeb. Let's carry on with the game, shall we? No, let's not. Sorry, YouTube. You've barely seen any action this stream. You've just heard me babble on. I apologise, but hopefully next episode will be good. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.